So we're in the lower fells just outside Cockermouth, run an upland sheep farm. I've come out as soon as the landowner's got in touch. She's interested in restoring historic hedgerows, creating more shelter for her traditional lakeland flock of Herdwick sheep. What's been really inspiring to me is working with the farmer Pauline to design the planting of the hedgerows, the field trees and the shelter belt so as that we can plan a farmed landscape that's best for the individuals, best for the herd, but also best for the environment.
For over 40 years I've run a heath fell stock on the common. I use totally traditional system and have farmed with nature. This land that's been the subject of the community forest is a 30-acre block. From a farming point of view, I have always worked with nature and used a traditional system. I've never used fertiliser, never fed supplementary feed to the sheep. They're a high fell stock run on totally traditional lines.
My role is to meet with landowners and to help them to get their vision for their land into reality. So we've got a very diverse species mix, we've got traditional farming methods, we've got a drive really to try and get the most out of a productive landscape for nature.
We try and bring our students out to a whole range of different sites and locations throughout their modules and where it's appropriate to do so. That what they gain from that is seeing the applied nature of the theory that they are studying. So I've sort of spent some time talking to Pauline, and I think it's been absolutely invaluable to engage with a farmer who's involved in increasing the tree cover on her land.
So the People and Forests module is all about seeing these interactions between how forests depend on people and how people depend on forests. And so this is a very different landscape from some of the commercial forest landscapes that we've seen, and to see in practice what it means to try and increase tree coverage, tree planting in landscapes such as this across the Lake District. Yeah, I've been inspired to hear firsthand the passion of Pauline describing her plans to make the land work both for farming and for biodiversity.
For me, it's been the kind of seeing what's been planted and how it's been planted. As my family come from a farming background as well, so it's something I can kind of almost bring back home to my family and see whether they can introduce it themselves. It's just useful to see kind of, it's in practice. I mean, you hear about it in lectures all the time, what's going on, in the field, how it's done and all that, but seeing it put into practice is obviously, it's really valuable.
So today we've come here, there's about 20 of us, explorers and scouts and a leader, and we are planting trees with Raise Cumbria. So we're planting here today for the future scouts that are coming along in the next few generations. And we've also learned from Raise Cumbria about the value of trees for climate change and climate mitigation. So that's really important to scouts, is a respect for the environment.
We've been digging up holes and planting different varieties of trees and been posting them so that they stand against these winds.
We were told about this particular site, which is a farm at Pardshaw, just outside of Cockermouth. And my kids go to Scouts, so I thought I would ask them if they would give us a hand to try and plant this place up. Today's been it's been challenging because it's been very windy, quite cool. But we've all got out, and the Scouts have done a fantastic job. We've planted well over 300 trees now, and on track possibly to do another 100 or so. So that'll be a fantastic day's work. I think everyone's enjoyed it. Got some fresh air, and as I say, we're doing some good work for nature.